Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Vishal from Maharaja Agarsen University, Badi, Himachal Pradesh. Today we are going to talk on module Agencies for Marketing Support from the paper Entrepreneurship Development and Project Management. After completing this module, you will be able to understand the meaning of marketing assistance, to have the knowledge about the agencies which are giving marketing support, describe the marketing schemes given by the agencies, understand the institutional setup for marketing assistance and export promotion, and understand the role of agencies for marketing support to enterprises. Students, marketing is an important key for small and medium enterprises to make them successful in the current competitive business environment. The big business entities have a very organized retail sector, and the small sector is characterized by the absence of strong market base and also largely unorganized marketing network. Because of the resources limitation, the access to international market is not to commensurate to their potentials. The government is implementing various schemes with the objective to give a better competitive environment to the products of micro, small and medium enterprises called as MSMEs in the market. The marketing assistance involves the help provided by the government to small scale enterprises to market their products manufactured by them. The various schemes implemented by the government are Government Purchase and Price Preference Policy, Market Development Assistance Scheme called as MDA, and Vendor Development Programs called as VDPs. Let's discuss the schemes implemented by the government. Government Purchase and Price Preference Policy. This policy includes the following facilities. Number 1, providing price preference of up to 15% in case of selected items, comprising no registration fee, channelizing and identifying markets through consortium for the products of the small scale sector both in India and abroad. The benefits of the government purchase and price preference policies are providing tender sets free of cost, exempting from the payment of earnest money, waiving of the security up to the monetary limit for which at the unit is registered, providing price preference of up to 15% over quotation of large scale units on merits basis. Market Development Assistance Scheme. The scheme provides funding for the following purposes: participating in international trade fairs and exhibitions under MSME India stall, conducting sector-specific market studies by industry associations, export promotion councils, Federation of Indian Export Organization, etc., initiating or contesting anti-dumping practices, and providing reimbursement of 75% of one-time registration fee with effect from January 1st, 2002, and 75% of annual fees which is in the recurring nature with effect from January 1st, 2007, paid to GS1 India, formerly EAN India, by a small scale sector for the first 3 years for barcode. Now we will discuss the objectives of MDA scheme, which are as follows: encouraging small scale exporters in their efforts to tap and develop overseas markets, increasing the participation of representatives of small scale manufacturing enterprises under MSME India stall at international trade fairs or exhibitions, increasing export activities of small scale manufacturing enterprises, popularizing the adoption of barcoding on a large scale. The next scheme is Vendor Development Programs, called as VDPs. Refers to the programs organized by MSME development institutes for the small scale sector. Under these programs, MSME DIs facilitates interaction among selling enterprises for business and identifying the demands and preference of buyers. Apart from this, VDPs help in promoting the talents of small scale entrepreneurs and their industrial ventures. In addition, these programs help buyers in locating appropriate sellers. MSME DIs organizes VDPs both at the national and state levels. Let's discuss the agencies for marketing support. The broad categories of products marketed by NSIC are builders hardware, garden tools and accessories, handicrafts, electrical products and accessories, sports goods, sanitary fittings, textile and textile products, leather products, auto components, architectural ironmongery, light engineering goods, hand tools, and castings and forgings. NSIC provides various services to its export associates, which are shown in the exhibit. These services are exhibition or trade fairs and buyer-seller meets, absorption of marketing overheads and export promotion, raw material assistance programs, assistance under leasing for technology upgradation, assistance for shipping, export incentives, export documentation, assistance for project export, and service charges. These services are discussed one by one. Raw Material Assistance Program. Various orders in case of exports received by the corporation are passed over to the concerned associate units for shipment. For the completion of such order, NSIC also gives help regarding the raw material at concessional rates of interest, which are notified by RBI within specified norms and conditions of the corporation. Exhibitions or trade fairs and buyer-seller meets. Goods of the small-scale industries are displayed in specified trade fairs or exhibitions at concessional rates. Inquiries, specifications, and samples received through its specified indenting agents or directly are passed on to the concerned small-scale units for final offer and its development. NSIC helps the undertakings to do costing and pricing for foreign markets and also helps them by providing technical information and marketing assistance. Assistance under leasing for technology upgradation. Some of the small scale enterprises which require technology upgradation for executing export orders are considered on priority basis by NSIC for giving required machines etc. under leasing scheme and financing the equipments. Absorption of marketing overheads and export promotion. This scheme also provided by NSIC to the small scale sector in negotiations with the overseas buyers by sending samples and for subsequent correspondence for procuring export orders at cost with various discount schemes. Assistance for shipping. Assistance for shipping helps the small scale undertakings in making the shipments and helps them to prepare the documents which are related to shipping the goods and services. Assistance for project export. NSIC also exports small industrial projects with emphasis on relevant technology to developing countries with the motive of promoting small industries. Project formulation is carried out in-house by NSIC and plant and machinery is supplied from quality manufacturers after due inspection to these enterprises. Service charges. Only 3% service charges are imposed on free on board value. Export incentives. All the benefits related to exports are claimed and passed on to the export units without any deduction, or else NSIC gives the option to units to claim the benefits themselves. Export documentation. All the exports documents with respect to shipping, claiming incentives, negotiations of documents and post-shipment activities are done entirely by NSIC and the units need not register itself with other export related agencies for assistance. Let's discuss now institutional setup for marketing assistance and export promotion. It has set up various institutes for export promotion and some of them are discussed as follows. Trade Fair Authority of India fulfills the following objectives: helps in development of new products for expanding exports, sets up showrooms in India as well as abroad to sell exported products, organizes trade fairs and exhibitions to promote exported products. Trade Fair Authority of India provides information to exporters through its journals known as Udyog Vyapar Patrika, Journal of Industry and Trade, India Export Service Bulletin, and Economic and Commercial News. Of India to help increase exports. It performs the following activities: conducts the surveys such as area survey, commodity survey, and market survey, organizes and undertakes research related to the international trade, arranges the training programs for giving training on modern techniques of international trade, undertakes research on exploring raw materials for the packaging industry, keeps the Indian organizations abreast with ongoing changes in international field. The next is Export Promotion Councils. It refers to non-profit organizations that examine different aspects of export promotion such as price, marketing, transportation, packaging, and labeling. These councils help in the following: developing trade contracts, participating in trade fairs and exhibitions, publishing information related to foreign trade, sponsoring the foreign tours, and conducting market surveys. Next is Export Promotion Councils. This council provides the following assistance, guidance, and support to Indian SMEs. Helps in providing marketing assistance, identifies overseas buyers, importers, or suppliers, identifies investors and partners for joint ventures, appoints marketing representatives or agents, helps in market research and market survey, provides due diligence reports about overseas buyers or suppliers, sources raw materials and quality products at competitive cost, involves permanent display centers in various countries, helps in buyer-seller meets, provides exclusive platform to Indian SMEs in India and overseas exhibitions and trade fairs, organizes trade fairs or exhibitions, conclaves, conferences, and seminars, assists in taking appointments of foreign representatives. Export Credit Guarantee Corporation, called as ECGC. ECGC plays an important role in promoting exports. ECGC was established in 1964 and owned by Government of India. Located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, it covers the risk of exporters who export on credit. Its main functions are as follows: helps in providing information on credit worthiness of importers, guides exporters when they face any difficulty, provides insurance protection to exporters against credit risks, helps in obtaining the finance from financial institutions. Export houses refer to trading houses that specialize in export of products. Any exporter can become a member of the export house by fulfilling certain criteria. The eligibility criteria to become a member of an export house is that turnover of an exporter of 3 preceding years should be at least rupees 15 crore. Export houses can act as international traders who export and import for their own account. Export agents who are paid commission for acting on behalf of another party. Export management organizations that handle exports and indulge in counter trade, which involves exchanging goods with goods rather than cash. Let us discuss now the export promotion measures by Government of India for SSEs. Micro and small manufacturing enterprises products share about 34% in national exports. MSMEs play a crucial role in the total export of the country. Therefore, the Indian government has taken several measures to promote exports activities of MSMEs. Some of the measures are as follows: Marketing Assistance and Export Promotion Scheme, participation in the international exhibition or fairs, training programs on packaging for exports, marketing development assistance schemes for MSMEs exporters, and national award for quality products. Participation in the international exhibition or fairs. Office of the Development Commissioner (MSME) is participating in some of the selected international exhibitions or fairs since 1985. It is purely promotional scheme to give exposure to the products of micro, small enterprises which otherwise are not in a position to participate in the exhibitions or fairs at their own cost. Under the scheme, exhibits of the selected export worthy units are displayed in the exhibition that provides an opportunity to MSMEs in demonstrating their capabilities before the international community. On an average, this office has been participating in 8 to 10 number of international exhibitions or fairs abroad every year, and 200 MSCs have been benefited. For confirmed participation, the unit has to send 50% of space hiring charges of their booked space, minimum 6 square meter, through MSME development institutions, formerly SISIs, by a demand draft favoring PAO MSME New Delhi at least 45 days advance of the commencement of the event or till space is available. 100% subsidy on space rent is available to SC/ST women entrepreneur and entrepreneur of any region. The participating units will also carry or manage their exhibits to and fro, including custom clearance, etc. If anybody wants more space, they can book in multiple of 1:3 square meter on pro rata base and would be required to pay on pro rata basis. 75% subsidy on airfare of economy class to general category of the entrepreneur, 100% to SC/ST women entrepreneur and entrepreneur of any region. Training programs on packaging for exports. India faces formidable hurdle in meeting and matching the packaging requirements of her exportable products in the markets abroad. The main objective of scheme is to generate much needed consciousness in the industry about the packaging problems of MSME exporters and to educate the entrepreneurs about the latest packaging techniques and designs of the packaging. These programs on packaging for exports are conducted since 1979 by all the field institutes in collaboration with Indian Institute of Packaging and GSI India, formerly EAN India, a barcode solution provider. The program is of 1, 2 and 3 days duration, and 20 to 35 existing and potential entrepreneurs have been participating in each of the programs. As per instruction of IF wing, only 50 to 60%, 20% in any region and J&K of the total cost of the program are recovered from the participants as participation fee. 20 to 25 programs are being conducted every year throughout the country. Market Development Assistance Scheme for MSME exporters, called as MSME-MDA. As part of the comprehensive policy package for MSMEs, MSME-MDA scheme has been announced in August 2000 and came into operation with effect from 30th August 2001. With a view to increase participation of representatives of participating units, the provision of MSME MDA scheme has been modified recently. The major changes in the earlier schemes are as under. Number 1. The Government of India will reimburse the 75% of airfare by economy class and 50% subsidy on space rent to general category of micro manufacturing enterprises, 100% to SC/ST women entrepreneur and entrepreneur or of any region. The total subsidy on airfare, space rent and shipping cost of exhibits will be restricted to rupees 1.25 lakhs per unit for manufacturing enterprises or actual whichever is less. Any unit can avail of this facility only once in a year, and only 1% of the participating unit would be eligible for subsidy on airfare. The booking of minimum 6 square meters is allowed. Number 2. The amount of 50% of space hiring charges shall be sent by demand draft favoring PAO MSME New Delhi through MSME DIS, formerly SISIs, along with passport particulars plus first and last 2 pages of the valid passport of their visiting representatives. Number 3. The circulars are issued to director all MSME DIs, formerly SISIs, for selection of small micro manufacturing enterprises whose products conforming to the international standards and quality. Number 4. One CEDO officer will be deputed to each fair for coordination of MSME India's stall. In addition, the scheme also provides for financial assistance up to rupees 2 lakhs for commissioning specific market studies and assistance for initiating or contesting anti-dumping cases is available to MSME. Association limited to 50% of the total cost of rupees 1 lakh, whichever is less. Provision for reimbursement of 75% of one-time registration fee paid to GSI India by MSME unit for adoption of barcoding. 75% of annual recurring fee of barcode is also available for the first 3 years. To avail financial assistance under this scheme, application may be sent along with requisite documents, etc. Marketing assistance and export promotion schemes. The exhibit shows various schemes offered under marketing assistance and export promotion, which are participation in the international exhibitions, training programs on packaging for exports, marketing development assistance scheme for MSME exporters, national award for quality products, technical and managerial consultancy services, and packaging for exports. So students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. The module has mentioned differences among micro, small and medium enterprises on the basis of investment ceilings. It has explained the characteristics and significance of SSEs. In addition, the module has discussed the marketing assistance given to the SSEs by Indian government in detail. Further, it has detailed upon various political, economic, technological and socio-cultural factors that influence schemes provided to the SSEs. The module has explained industrial policies and strategies related to SSEs at length. Apart from this, it has detailed upon establishing entrepreneurial system and the schemes for the development of small scale sector. The module has also discussed linkage between small and large scale enterprises. Further, it has described organizational structure of an SSE. In the end, the module has elaborated on the export potential of SSEs and their participation in the total exports of the country. Thank you.